Tribal communities, despite their rich culture and close relationship with nature, remain among the most marginalized groups in society. They face poor access to education, healthcare, and employment, along with displacement from their ancestral lands. Although several government schemes aim to uplift them, weak implementation, lack of awareness, and social exclusion continue to hinder progress. The real issue lies in the ineffective empowerment and tribal communities, which limits their autonomy, cultural preservation, and sustainable development. Causes of the problem: educational barriers, limited schools, poor infrastructure, and language differences reduce literacy and learning opportunities. Economic marginalization, lack of job opportunities, low income, and limited access to markets keep them in poverty. Land alienation, displacement due to industrial and mining projects leads to loss of traditional livelihoods. Weak policy implementation, corruption, and poor monitoring prevent government schemes from reaching the intended beneficiaries. Social discrimination and neglect of indigenous culture reduce participation in mainstream society. Healthcare challenges, limited medical facilities, and awareness result in poor health outcomes. Environmental literacy, deforestation, and resource exploitation threaten their way of life. Effects of the problem: persistent poverty, economic hardships, and unemployment remain widespread. Low literacy rates, lack of education limits access to better opportunities. Poor health conditions, high mortality rates, malnutrition, and disease are common. Loss of cultural identity, traditional customs, art, and languages are disappearing. Social isolation, tribal communities remain excluded from social and political life. Displacement and landlessness, many tribes lost their homes and source of livelihood. Dependence on external aid, lack of empowerment fosters dependency rather than self-reliance. Who are facing this problem? The problem is faced mainly by indigenous and scheduled tribe communities living in remote and forested areas across India. These include groups such as Gonds, Bills, Santhals, Orans, and Mundas, among others. They depend largely on natural resources and traditional occupations. Within these communities, women, children, and elderly are the most affected by poverty, illiteracy, and social exclusion. Solutions of the problem: promote education and skill development, establish schools in tribal regions, and offer vocational training. Economic empowerment, support small-scale industries, self-help groups, and fair market access. Secure land and resources rights. Enforce land